Guys, we're gathered here today to honor the family of Clyde Ray Jones, Lieutenant. He was a pilot in the Air Force. He was flying a jet plane in England in 1953 on a test mission, and he collided, as I understand it, with another jet, and they died. Mr. Jones was brought here to be buried. His mother, his wife you met the other day at school, Miss Crook, she brought us a stone to lay on the grave, and then we had some other stones brought, and in the course of the conversation we now have a stone to lay here in honor of every one of the family members. I'd like for Azaria to come up here real quick. Azaria has the stone that represents the daughter, Leslie Jones. The granddaughter is represented by this, looks like a piece of petrified wood. His granddaughter works at the VA in the Claims Center, working with returning veterans, helping them get the services that they need. Carlotta's doing this today because she is our newest American citizen. On Monday, before we got on the plane, Carlotta got her American citizenship, and we're real proud for you to be able to lay this memento. Yeah, right there, fine. Let's see, Carrie, you've got this wonderful, I want to show this to the group, a wonderful little round rock. Some things never end. The love that the family has for this man will never end. Our gratitude for what he did to make this world a better place will never end. They called a couple of days ago and said, oh, we need 2 more stones to round out the family. Could you find something to represent the family here at the gravesite? I went to our garden at Tennyson Middle School. We have a little rose garden in the front, and Jaspreet, come on up. We got a little stone from our garden to represent our school, and we're just real thankful that we've been able to be here today and to be a part of this. And our last remembrance here for Lieutenant Jones comes from the beaches of Normandy, France. I was there a couple of years ago and had the honor of walking the sandy beaches of Omaha Beach, where our soldiers landed so many years ago. Even though he was not a part of that particular conflict, he was in England continuing to keep the peace and to try to make the world a better place after World War II. So Nick, if you would come on up. We have a little vial of sand that came from Omaha Beach and a little shell that's in it. They say that if you put this sand under a microscope, there's still metal fragments. There's still evidence that there was something that went on that day in the sand on Omaha Beach. You kids, if you ever get a chance to go, you really need to. This is pretty much all we have planned for this morning. Does anybody out here want to say anything as far as what your experience has been so far? Or does this speak for itself? Oh, thank you. Our last stone. Haley Miller has been a student of women in the military ever since I've known her. Haley's History Fair project this year was on women in the military. Because of her close connection with that, we wanted Haley to be the person who got to lay the stone in honor of Mrs. Lois Crook, the wife of Lieutenant Jones. We found this, she found this stone and gave it to us. I don't think we have to explain what this looks like. This love never dies. And Haley would like to read a poem now that's a favorite of Lieutenant Jones and a favorite of the family.
This is High Flight by John.
We're going to wait till the train gets by so we can get the audio. I want Miss Jones to be able to hear this, Crook to be able to hear this. Thank you, Haley.
I have High Flight by John McGee. Oh, I have slipped the surely bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done a thousand things. You have not dreamed of wheel and sword and swan, Up, up, the long, delirious burning wood. I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark or even eagle flew. And while with silence, lifting mine, I've trod the height of trespass, sand free of space. Put out my hand to touch the face of God.
This concludes what we were going to do today. We want to apologize to the folks back home at the Veterans One Stop because we were not able to do this live. They predict 90% chance of rain here in just a little bit, but God has smiled on us today, and we've been able to climb the hill and do what we came to do. And now we're going to go see the rest of the cemetery. Today is a special day here, guys, back home. In a few hours, there'll be men in uniform combing the cemetery, putting a flag at each one of the graves. This is the weekend of Memorial Day. Rolling Thunder's in town. It's going to be a big weekend to honor the dead. We need to remember, though, it's not just about today. It's about every day, the way we live our lives, because our lives are richer because of these people's sacrifice. Our country would not be what it is today if it wasn't for all these people. And that's our lesson for today, and we thank you guys, and have a good time opening up this center to help our veterans back home. We'll save lives at the Veterans One Stop. Thank you.